Welcome home, my soul foodies. It's your soul food enthusiast, Shawnae, and you're at Shawnae's house. Now we're getting ready to get into these dishes, and I'm getting ready to answer all your wishes. I'm going to give you the keys and the secrets to preparing soulful, flavorful, meaningful dishes that are going to remind you of home with a touch of my love. So now, mi casa es kind of su casa, so why don't we get into the kitchen? Welcome to my house, and you are right back in the house of soul food with me, Shawnae. Today is kind of a different kind of day for me. I'm gonna say that, just be straight up, to be honest. And I think it's because a lot is getting ready to happen this weekend. So if anybody is out there getting ready to celebrate Mother's Day, Mother's Day is a powerful day for lots of women that are across the globe, getting ready to just take in all those honorable cards and flowers and candy and dinner parties and breakfasts and lunches and anything else that people can find to gift mothers. Now, I'm sending out a special shout out to all women across the entire world who have ever guided someone else or anyone in their life to do right, to love right, to behave properly, anything like that, because you need to know that you are a mom, you are a mother, you are a mother figure, you are a stepmom, you are a grandmom, you are a half a mom, a whole mama, whatever somebody's calling you, a mama's mama, a baby mama, you name it, they're out there, but they're guiding. And right now, we are going to make sure that we celebrate you. We're going to fix a dish that's going to be kind of fun and kind of cute. I wanted to do something cute with cornbread and eggs and a little bit of home fries. So we're going to make a dope little brunch, because brunches are going crazy all over the world too. Just like moms are doing all kinds of stuff, brunches are doing all kinds of stuff to people. They're creating all kinds of network opportunities and business and arts and music and everything like that. And if you're looking for a really great brunch, then going just about to any hotspot, so it's like New York City, Chicago, Baltimore, Atlanta, they're doing these really fabulous brunch parties. One of the things that makes brunches really exciting is the creativity of intertwining breakfast and lunch, that's what brunch is, and taking it to a whole nother level. So we're taking it to a whole nother level with oxtails and eggs and cornbread. Now, if you can figure that out, then you're doing an excellent job. But if not, then I would say grab those secret ingredients that I just gave you and get yourself in the kitchen. You're in the house of soul. Yes, this is your girl, like I said, Shawnae. Just before we get started, I hope that you are liking the video. I hope that you're sharing it. I hope that you're definitely sending those comments in there. And then I know I don't have to tell you to subscribe and then click that little bell so that you get the notifications for all the recipes that we're doing here. So I wanted to make sure that I got that out of the way, because that's just the way that YouTube does it, and you might need a disclaimer. So like, we're moving on. So like, I love Mother's Day. Mother's Day is a fabulous, wonderful, heartwarming celebration of all the women out there in the world, whether they have delivered them or not. These little monsters running around here, terrorizing our whole lives and our pockets and our refrigerators, right? So today, we get to celebrate moms. Now, I'm a mother of 6, and I don't want to tell anybody, but I am the Diva Don Mama, the Big Shata. I do have a grandbaby now. So I'm being elevated in my situation. Anytime that I have to take a break and sit back and think about what the heck I need to do with my life and all of my children and all of my situations with my business and my husband and my home, I need a drink. So I decided that I'm gonna fix a mocktail, because you know what? Being in this industry in food, you take one too many sips at times when you just don't need to. So we're gonna do this without alcohol. Quick, fast, cute little drink that I'm gonna make, and it's like a mocktail sangria. A little bit of ice and some fruit. Now, blueberries are fabulous because why? They are wonderful antioxidants, have great power in them, great strength in them, And so you want to definitely make sure that you put the blueberry in there because it has healthy properties, right? And then we're going to take our little strawberry here, and I just took a little bit out so I can slap that bad boy on the glass, and it's delicious. And then I want to get another one just to put inside the drink. And I want to save a little bit because we're doing a beautiful, fragrant, nice, fruity, delicious brunch for the mothers. So I can get that going. I love a good pineapple juice mixture. So I'm going to grab a tiny bit of pineapple juice. And just put that right on the bottom. Sangria is nice, you know, like sangria is very flavorful. It's mixed with a gazillion different alcohols and juices. If anybody is like a sangria fan, you know there's like a million different things going on in there. My husband loves to make sangria. Now I'm going to do some cranberry juice. And just the colors and the separation, that all makes it really great. And then I'm going to use some sparkling water with an infused strawberry flavor. This is going to give it the whole mocktail kind of thing. Now, anybody that needs to stay away from bubbly, I would say go ahead, grab your still water, or, you know, just to like dilute it a little bit. But this gives it like a little bit of the fizz. And then we're going to add a little bit more of the fruit juice on top. And a little bit of cranberry, just to give it the beauty of it all. And there you have a mocktail sangria. So now we're going to get to our dish, and I want you guys to be patient because brunch is different. You know, like, even though brunch is sort of simple, it's also kind of sensitive and intricate because you're bringing together two different types of dishes. You're bringing together a breakfast with a lunch, and you're infusing or fusing the two to make it all make sense, right? So in making things make sense in a kitchen when you're creating brunch, it's important to pay attention to a lot of the different components because things are going on that are breakfasty and then things are going on that are lunchy. And we're getting ready to do breakfasty, lunchy, brunchy kind of thing going on, and you're gonna get excited, but you gotta give it time. So let's get ourselves ready. What I first want to do is I want to work on the component that is sort of the base. It's the base of the dish because it's the potato. And home fries are key in a breakfast, right? But they're also super key in a brunch because it's the what do you call it? The grain of the dish, right? Like mashed potatoes, like rice, like macaroni and cheese, like pasta, anything like that. That's what the potato does in a brunch. So we're gonna get our brunchy potato together. I got 2 red potatoes. I washed them really well with a brush. And so I take off the more rustic part that I wouldn't want to see in my plate, on my plate. And I save some of the skin because I do like the idea of having some of the skin on my potato. I like to see it. I just think that it's cool to have some of the potato on there because it lets you know you're eating a potato. And it lets you know the type of potato you're eating. You don't have to be all crazy about how you're cutting the potato. It's a home fry. Let's not be ridiculous. You want to give it a nice, rough chop. You want your cubes to be present. You want to see them. You don't want them diced really small. That's more like a hash brown. And I'm going to do both of the potatoes. While I have my pan heating up, I have here organic canola mixed with grapeseed oil. And I'm going to just coat my pan enough to fry my potato in there. I'm going to do the same thing right here with this potato. Take off the little rustic little areas that are kind of like the knobby parts that, you know, get stuck in the dirt somewhere. And then we can get to chopping that up. Nice big chunks. And then we're going to season these up very easy. Like I said, this is going to have a couple parts to the dish, and so we don't want to get stuck on any other part. What I also am going to add to this dish, which I just decided to do just a few minutes ago, you know, like, one of the things I love about YouTubing and doing this thing is that I control what's going on. I don't have any big heavy duty producers telling me, oh no, that's not the dish. It's not how it goes. I'm doing what I want to do. So I just took some pink Himalayan salt, some nice coarse black pepper. Keep it super simple, guys, okay? And then I've got some nice little Cajun seasoning, because that like helps it out. Not seasoning salt. I don't care for seasoning salt, guys. And I'm gonna add in that last seasoning after I start getting these things fried up. And what you want to do is, like, when you go to put these in, you don't want to throw them, you don't want to get burnt. You control the fire, you control the heat, so you control the pan. You hear that sizzle in there? It's time to add them. Put your potatoes in there. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And you want to like make sure that the heat is up kind of good, because you want these to get cooked all the way through. So I'm going to turn my heat up a little. Make sure it's doing it. And for some reason, it's like doing something. Okay, we're not fighting with it. I'm going to grab a paper towel and clean up my mess. My grandmother used to teach us, like, when we were growing up and we wanted to cook, that if you came into the kitchen and you decided that you wanted to be the cook for the day, you had to also be the person who was going to clean for the day, because a great cook is also someone who is a great person that cleans. And so make sure you clean it off. Clean off your nice little cutting board. It's my favorite cutting board. I use it every single day. Okay. So my potatoes are cooking, and now I want to add in a couple of other things to my home fries. Now this potato, this onion that I grabbed, right? It is looking like the layers are not as good. But what I'll tell you is there's nothing wrong with it. I got this from a pantry. We recently opened up a pantry, and I've been working with a lot of the people in the community, just teaching them how to prepare healthy, delicious dishes from a pantry. And we get some really fabulous stuff in the pantry. Potatoes, onions, carrots all come in, and we use those to teach the people how to prepare healthy meals that taste really good. So I got that one from the pantry. Now I'm going to add in my onion, easy little dice, quick little easy dice. Then I'm going to take a piece of my green pepper and my red pepper, because I love the home fries. I love when the home fries are like pretty. I would have even added some sun-dried tomato, but I got rid of them because they were just there a little too long. But sun-dried tomatoes in your home fries are really good. It gives you like a spike of flavor that you can't find in anything else really, and it just elevates it. But we're gonna just put these peppers in here. We're gonna put these peppers in here after I move these things, because I do have a fake producer. Pay attention. It's YouTube. And I'm gonna take my green pepper, and now that's going to do its thing. All right, so getting the other parts together, we're gonna finish chopping up some of these vegetables, because that's gonna go in our omelet. We're gonna do an omelet. We're gonna put a little bit of French toast, and we're gonna have our home fries. Now I know you're probably asking, where's the bacon? The bacon is still in the farm, because we're not doing it right now. So just like let that go, people, and figure something out. Because in the omelet is gonna have the most flavorful protein you've ever seen. You don't need no daggone bacon, okay? And I want to make sure that I get some of my peppers. I use so many peppers. I need to be growing these things in a farm somewhere. Like, I've been asking my husband a million times to please grow me some peppers in my yard. So I'm hoping this summer I get that. You know, as a Mother's Day gift, I would think that he would get to the yard and do that for me. Get a red pepper going. And then we can move on to the next set, okay? Very easy diced vegetables here. This is still also considered a small rough chop because I'm not doing it with any great precision. I'm just chopping. And you can hear my potatoes cooking over here. They're getting it popping. So I want to make sure that I just give it a little bit of a stir to move them, right? So they're getting toasted up. Oh, I can probably do this. What you call now? More spatula. And they're popping all. Oh yeah, I told y'all, these two acting crazy. Now the reason why it's popping so much is because you got your oil in there, your oil is hot, and everything that you cut contains water. The potatoes, the onions, the peppers, they all contain water. So they're gonna pop like crazy. Now we're gonna turn this down. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this smoked paprika. And I am going to smoke up my potatoes. This is gonna give it color. It's gonna give it a little bit of a smoky flavor. But the main thing is like the color. The color on the plate when it's mixing with the lightly fluffy scrambled yellow egg and the color from the oxtail and the cheese and all that and the French toast, we want that to kind of like still stand out and shine. So now let's get to our French toast. Food is all about timing. Cooking is everything about timing. Timing is everything in cooking. So making sure that everything goes as planned, you have to be making sure that you're picking up things when you need them. So now I got my 2 eggs. There's 2 brown eggs here. Forgive me for being a whole amateur and dropping my daggone shell in there. Take that, and then I'm going to scramble lightly for my French toast. This is a secret weapon. Should I tell you what it is? I didn't hear anybody. So that is creamer, coffee creamer. Put a little bit of coffee creamer in your egg mixture, and it will give. Oh, you know what? Did anybody just see the blooper? I just put my butter in there. That's for the can. What was I thinking? That the coffee creamer actually gives it like a little bit of taste, like makes it a little bit sweet. And this is vanilla paste. I'm gonna put our vanilla paste in there. We're gonna scramble it up. Then I'm gonna show you I found this seasoning that I've been using, and it's cute. I don't even really want to give them all the credit, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch makes a mixture of cinnamon and sugar, and it is really cute, but it's also super flavorful. You don't gotta like overdo it in any area with nutmeg, cinnamon, or vanilla. So I've been using that in my dishes. Get my home fries turned over again, just so we don't burn them. And they are roughly almost done. A few more minutes and the home fries will be done. So we gotta get ourselves together. My butter is melted. Fire that on. My butter nice and coated here. My mother loves to make her French toast fried very hard. So I mix a little bit of butter for the flavor and a little bit of that grapeseed canola for the frying purpose. And then I got some brioche bread. Take some brioche bread for our toast. It's super duper soft. When I tell you I've been using it, squeezing all the bread, this is super soft. Paper down. So that is ready to go. We're going to do a quick light bread right into this egg mixture. Cut a nice size. We're going to do a couple just in case I mess up. Because you know what? We're just going to put it up in here. Lightly dredge it. Get it all the way covered up. Place it in there. Get your other piece. Lightly dredge it. And place that right there. Let's clean my hands. Something's going on out here, y'all. We're in New York City. Anybody ever been there to New York City? Well, look at that. That was a blooper. It tried to get me. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of this mixture that I told you I had right on there to add. And now I have to take while those are cooking, I gotta take my home fries, not my French fries, my home fries out because they're ready to go. Already, oh my God. They're like wanting their own, you know, like, we're gonna keep putting French fries. You see that? You want to make sure that you drain them because you don't want them to get on your plate and be all drizzled all over the oils all over the place. You see the paprika all in the oil, and so it's giving it a little bit of that color. Don't be scared. It's your kitchen, right? You want to put everything, get everything out. There you go. Make sure you turn your heat off. I'm going to grab that runaway home fries. And finish it. While it's draining, the salt will stay on there. Be delicious. Now, as my mother would have it, those are toasty, crusty up, right? That's how she likes them. For Mother's Day, I'm doing what my mother would want. She would want hers toasted up, crusted up, super hard. And now I'm going to put some butter on the top because we're going to take those out. I'm going to let it melt first. And then we're going to dress those up. And then we're going to get to our omelet. Our omelet's going to be quick, fast. I'm going to grab a plate. Because this is easy. Easy peasy. Move your stuff over. And I'm going to take a quick peek without getting popped in my face. That is done already. I'm going to swirl my butter around. Pull that out. See that? My mom would be going crazy over this French toast right now. Like, she'd be acting like a damn fool right now if she's seen that. So now let's dry this thing out. 2 seconds, people. I am in a restaurant. We got a whole sink and everything. I'm kind of fancy, guys. Kind of fancy. Now let's get to our egg. First, I want to sit these things out. Sit these things out the way. Take a little bit of your potatoes. Place them right on the plate, and we're gonna stick our other component, which is our egg, right there as soon as it's done. No stress, moms, dads, daughters, sons, whoever you are that is fixing a dish for your mother or, you know, your grandma, whoever it might be. Don't stress. Just get in the kitchen and make it. You see all these crazy movies where see all the, I can't crack an egg any slower. He wants me to crack the egg slower. So I'm going to just keep blowing him up like they do on the Food Network. He wants to be on the show too. You don't want your butter to burn. That's one. That's why I'm moving kind of fast. Crack my other egg. You see the movie? Like, I love good family movies. And the kids get in the kitchen and they start cooking stuff and they make a whole freaking mess. That's what Mother's Day looks like in my house. Because my husband, my kids, they all try. Took the egg, put it in there, don't add any kind of like milk or anything to my scrambled egg. So I believe this is like the fluffiest way to make a nice, delicious, you know, soft egg. So we're gonna heat that up, and now let's grab our filling. I'm gonna put in a little bit of this mixture of the onions and peppers. And I'm gonna peel this off while this is cooking up. Now, some people like to cook the egg and make the egg cook almost all the way through to make the omelet. I'm saying I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna try it just today, right? You're pretty much gonna scramble the egg and cook it up, and then you're going to, you can flip it if you want, or you can just roll it out. I like to kind of like flip my egg, but you gotta make sure all the holes are covered and everything, and it's not looking a mess. And some people just like to just roll it right out onto the plate. So now I'm pulling my oxtail right off the bones. And these are warm. They're not super hot, but they'll cook. You know, they don't have to cook. They'll heat up inside the egg. Take off the last bit, whatever I can grab off of here. And I want to turn my heat off now because I can hear that my egg is done. And I don't like to overcook my egg. And now I'm going to grab my last bit, cheese. Stick my cheese right in there, and we're going to get ready to plate. Me, I like to fold because I think it's cute. That is the perfect omelet. If you ain't making no omelet like that, I don't know what to tell you. But I know my mama would be so proud. So let me clear this up because we're getting ready to pour this right on to our little plate. See, I got a little mess going on. Clean up your mess. Get a nice little spot for your omelet when you go to pour, when you go to push this bad boy over, because you don't want to disrupt it. And you just want it to just land ever so softly and gently and pretty like that. Yes. I got a little bit of basil because basil is so vibrant. Just put a little bit of that right on the top. And then for our French toast, I'm going to fold this over some because it is like taking over the whole space. Then we're going to put a tiny bit of deliciousness on there. This is some butterscotch. If mama don't like this, I don't know what to do to please your mama. But I know I would be happy if somebody served it to me. This is organic maple bee syrup. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of that on there. Just to add. And you have a fabulous, delicious, beautiful Mother's Day brunch for your mom, your aunt, grandma, whomever that might be. That is what it's going to have to be. So, sit back, relax, moms, get your feet rubbed, take a bath, Don't do any work. Just chill. Because it's your day. You deserve to be celebrated. And we're celebrating here, right here, in the House of Soul with me, Shawnae, your cook. Don't forget, I'll never be late for dinner. And if you like the recipe, then I would say go ahead and like it physically and visually. Share it, make a few comments, subscribe if you can, and then click the bell. I know it's a lot of instructions, but take it all in because this helps us win. Have a nice night. I hope you enjoy your Mother's Day. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can get all of the future recipes. And if you really love this recipe, then I would say go ahead and click like. Then I'm going to need you to share it and comment.